again with you on Lifestyle Expose. Well, guess who our guest is for this week? Wow, once a GUS winner, that is Gouda Ultimate Search winner 2011 season 8. And of course, I know your girls there like how he put a smile on his face at the Airtel billboard. Okay, Chris Okabwe is our guest this week. Hello, Chris.
I'm feeling myself.
Yes, so
how you doing? How you doing?
Fine.
You look good.
How are you? Oh, thank you. You look good too.
I try. Small.
Wow, I can see. Maybe I came in here, guys. The first thing I sighted that the guitar over there, and okay.
Always by my side.
Yes, always by. All right. So tell me, what have you been up to after the search?
Quite a lot, I would say. You know, first off, I have to emphasize that even before the search, I was already kind of like in the industry because I started modeling at a very young age of 17. Yeah, that was as way back as 2004 or 5. So I've done a few jobs out there. So, you know, coming on Ultimate Search was more like a stepping stone for me. I just wanted to do something more. So I got on the show. After the show, everything else I was doing was more enhanced. You know, I was exposed to a broader audience. I got more jobs, this time directly. I didn't really have to go for auditions and stay in the long queues. You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know, I furthered my acting career, which I was already doing even before GUS. I started acting in 2007, 2006. Yeah, so I started getting, a lot of stuff just started coming my way. You know, I became a brand ambassador to Passion Energy drink under Orange Drugs. It was a big deal because it was everywhere from TV commercials, billboards, posters, press, calendars. It was really massive. So that, and then I got into production as well. You know, I produced my own movie titled Lutanda, which by God's grace is going to be premiering very soon. So a whole lot. You know how the industry is. It's very crazy.
So broad and
stuff just keep coming up at random, and we just have to get involved and deliver. This production is acting. I got more acting roles. I have been privileged to win a couple of awards, you know, nominee for Lagos Fashion Awards Model of the Year. I didn't eventually win. I lost out to a colleague of mine who was equally, up to the task. And I also recently won the Nigerian Models Achievers Awards Model Actor of the Year.
I voted for you.
Yes, I'm sure you did, because I was crazy on social media then, begging for votes and everything. So a lot of people were like, why are you begging for votes? I'm like, see, you have to do your own campaign. You know, nobody can sell you better than you can sell yourself.
Well, I can see that. That is why I particularly chose you, because I know you have been so much involved in a lot of things after the search. But do you think that this Gouda Ultimate Search, winning the search, gave you a lot of opportunities to work with other brands?
Definitely. I mean, if I say it did not, then I'm not only lying to myself, but I'm also lying to the world and the brand that made me who I am today. They had their hand in, putting me where I am today. You know, like I said, I was already in the industry, but I cannot take away the fact that, you know, getting on Ultimate Search, as far as I'm concerned, is the biggest reality show in this part of the world in Nigeria. It's been running for 11 seasons right now, you know, consistent year after year. So, and, you know, it exposes you to a whole lot of things out there, it exposes you to a wider, broader audience. So it put me on a higher pedestal than I already was on. So, yeah, it had a very, very huge impact on my career in the industry.
All right, so you ever believe you were going to win? And even if you believe that you were going to win, you really had plans for that money, right?
Well, I have to be honest, I did not think I was going to win. I knew that I would go far, you know, because from what I understood about the show, even before I got on it, I was able to see that you have to have some certain abilities, which I already did. I am still very athletic. And I'm pretty smart. I'm not the smartest though, but I'm pretty smart. So I knew that I was going to go far. And then what I do when I come into a competitive environment, I weigh my options. I look at my competitors and see, okay, who may pose a threat to me. So I already looked around and I saw 1 or 2 or 3 people that I knew that, okay, fine, these are going to be great contenders that we're probably going to get to the last stage together. I did not think I was going to win until we are down to 3. Which at that point in time, it had nothing to do with my strength or my ability or my athleticism or whatever. It was just God's grace that made me win that. Till tomorrow, I would always give it to God, because it could have been anybody's game. So, yeah. So
do you have the mind of investing? Did you believe you were going to invest this money maybe in a very, you know, you're Igbo now, so you should know, of course.
Yeah. Winning the show, I wasn't really worried about what I was going to do about the money, because if not for anything, I knew that I had one thing that was very important, and that was the right people around me. You know, if you have the right people around you, even if you're dumb, you get to still do the right thing. Now, when you're now smart, like me now as an Igbo guy, with the right people around me, I wasn't worried about the money. Once it came, you know, things just fell in place and we invested wisely. that I can say for sure. Put some into my production company, and it was put to good use, that I can say for sure. Yeah.
Okay, did you think you when you won the money, did you believe you have arrived?
No.
You still felt like, you know, doing more?
That's the thing about me, and that's the reason why I think I keep going higher, because I do not believe that I get to a point where I can say, yes, I've arrived. I keep raising the bar high each time for myself, because I don't believe that there's a limit to what any human being can achieve. It's not just about me now. We can be whoever we want to be. We can get to the toppest of wherever it is that we want to be. So for me, it was just another step. You feel me? It's just another step in my life and my career to get to the top eventually. So I did not believe that I arrived. It was more like, hey, I don't make noise. Make one or two people here. Then on to the next one. It was more like on to the next big thing for me. So yeah, but it was a big deal because, you know, the paparazzi, the attention, the ladies, you know, it was all, you know, a little bit too much. But like I said, I had the right people around me to, you know, put my head in one place. Yeah.
Okay, aside from Gouda Ultimate Search, if you were given the opportunity to go into another reality show, would you do that?
I'm a very open-minded person, that I would say for sure. But aside from that, I like to, you know, think about everything I do. I have to weigh the good side and the bad side. I've not completely shut my mind off to, you know, participating in another reality show. It depends on what context is in. It depends on, you know, the way they put it, because you know, I'm a brand right now, and Nigerian Breweries and Gouda is also a brand that I represent, and I can tell you for sure that I would not participate in any reality show that I consider lesser than my brand.
Oh,
it's as simple as that. I can't go partake, be involved in anything reality show that is lesser than my brand.
All right, still with me on the show is Chris, once a winner of GUS 2011. Now I'm going to ask you this question. How do you curb your fans, or how do you curb criticism in the industry? You know, this field we are in, this entertainment, a lot of people do get criticized from one thing or the other, or maybe kind of scandal, false or true. Bloggers carrying a lot of news about that. How do you tend to cope with that?
Okay, well, I don't know how I've managed to be scandal-free. It's not very easy, but at least for me, I don't put too much thought into it. You know, I'm a relatively careful person, but I don't go out of my way to be careful. I love life. I live life. I would say that it all goes down to the way I was brought up. I was brought up in such a way that I know my right from my wrong, and I try as much as possible to do right rather than wrong, even though sometimes you might be facing the consequences might require you just, you know, wanting to do some kind of bad things. But even at a very early age, like I said, I got into the industry very young, and right from then, going to school, people see me on billboards, secondary school, then not everybody likes you, you know. Yeah. So even then, I already got used to the fact that no matter what you do, you cannot please everyone.
Everybody.
It's literally impossible. So what I do is I give my best to please those that I can. I would not please anyone and displease myself. I have to come first. You understand? So as long as I'm comfortable, I'm cool. And in my heart of hearts, I know that what I'm doing is right in the eyes of man, in the eyes of God more than man. So I'm okay. If you like it, cool. If you don't like it, still very fine. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't remove 1 naira from my account or your account. You feel me? So as long as I know that I still have the people that are out there that support me and love what I do, those are the people that I always work hard to, you know, please. Angel of my life, for the love I have is so real. How can I be your Mr. Right? Yeah. Baby, what I feel is so strong. Yeah. Ife, you are the apple of my eyes. Ife, I'm gonna love you till I die. Oh, lólùfẹ́ mi, jọ̀wọ́. I'm thinking about that day. It'll be just you and I.
Wow.
Will you be my wifey? And Chidinma goes, I'll be your wifey. You know the song. Okay. I love to sing. You know, I got my first guitar in 2008. I didn't know the first thing about it. I didn't know how to play. I never studied music. I can't read music, all those funny signs and everything. I don't know how I do it, but when it comes to guitar and music. I have more like a photographic memory. If you're good and you're playing right now, all I have to do is hold mine and watch what you're doing, and it comes and it sticks.
Wow.
So I'm not a pro, but I try.
But how did you do the cover page for John Legend?
No, that was easy now. That was just singing. I didn't have to play any guitar. You know, that was just singing. Singing for me is effortless now. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. See, music is my first love. Fine, we're doing the acting and everything because it's what's coming. And I realized that I was actually good at it. Right from secondary school, I never liked acting. I literally hated it. I would miss class when I know we have all this drama or whatever. I would get punished for it. I do not mind as long as I don't get to play that role or whatever. And for some reason, they always want me to play that Igbo king that had like 3 wives and everything. I literally hated acting, so it just started by chance, and then I realized, okay, I'm actually good at it, and I keep getting roles and everything. But music has always been my first love.
All right, thank you, Chris. But now I'm going to ask you, what do Chris have for his fans out there 2015?
Okay, 2015 is a very, very busy year for me. I have a whole lot in the pipeline. Today is the 5th of January. My movie series titled The Calabash by the world-renowned, acclaimed writer, producer, director Obi Emelonye, the brains behind Last Flight to Abuja and Mirror Boy. Ooh, yes, he did this series that I am inside, called The Calabash. It's premiering today on Africa Magic, channel 151 on DSTV. So that is my first gift to everybody this year. You feel me? So other than that, I have our first Nigeria's, or rather Africa's first Afropop dance movie titled TDMP, hashtag TDMP. Look it up on any social media, you'll see some clips. TDMP actually means the Dance Movie Project. Yes, I am also taking a part in that. We're probably going to start shooting sometime between March and April. That on the side. Then Toka Makbara, world-renowned producer and director as well, is doing a long-term series called Farmhouse that we are probably going to be shooting for 4 months. Outside Lagos. So I'm still wondering how I'm going to cope outside Lagos. But I mean, as long as I'm working, it's still all good. I'm going to be a part of that. We're supposed to start shooting towards the end of January. And but the 4 months is not back to back. We have 12 months in 2015. So 4 months out of the 12, we're going to do that. And what else? I have my own personal projects that I'm running. Hopefully, by God's grace, I'm going to be premiering my own movie, Lutanda, this year. I'm hoping to do that probably the second quarter of the year. And what else? I have a lot of gigs coming up that I've been called upon to host. What is it called? Most Beautiful Girl in Lagos is coming up sometime this year. They've called me up to know if I'm going to be able to host it. I'm still very open-minded because anything can come up that might take me out of Lagos. So I haven't really given them an okay for that. But it's something that I want to do. If I'm chance, definitely I'll do it because the person running it, Roy Hill, is my guy. You feel me? So there's that, and there's a whole lot of things. That's what I know for now. There are things I don't even know that can come up as you leave this place. I could get a call like, "Yo, Chris, this is you know how the industry is." So there's a lot, and we thank God because if not for God, we thank God for work. Because you work, money comes, so you can flex it. You feel me?
All right, thank you, Chris, and we wish you good luck in your project for 2015 and other years coming.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, all out there, and I hope you had a nice time with Chris. And if you want to contact me, just click on www.webtvng.com or lifestyle@webtvng.com on my social media platform, Facebook and Twitter. Till then, do have a pleasant weekend.